Welcome to my virtual tour of Kirkstone Pass. Be sure to watch this on widescreen. It will certainly help you appreciate the awesome views. Today I'm going to take you guys through one of my favourite locations to ride, and that's Kirkstone Pass. And so typically what I do is I start in this area which is called Cumbria in the Lake District, and this is really where it gets picturesque. Before this it's pretty much just plain countryside, I suppose. It's not that it's not nice, it's just that this is a bit more interesting. And quite lucky, I'm leaving not very early but fairly early, and the roads are quite clear, which is unusual because this is normally absolutely packed. That's a nice hotel as well, the Langdale, the Chase Hotel. Definitely some really amazing views out here. You'll see what happens is the beauty of this place is almost hidden, and it just reveals itself in bits. So you'll see, like, bam, there we go, nice lake, and then it'll just enclose itself and you won't see anything. And then a couple of minutes later something else reveals itself, and you'll see that happening time and time again. Now, the area that we'll be going into in a minute is probably the closest you're going to get to actually riding in Scotland. Now, Scotland, as everyone knows, is my favourites of all time places, and but unfortunately we can't ride there yet because of lockdown. So here we see the traffic I was talking about. I've just ridden into the back of it. So even this early there's traffic. When I was coming in yesterday, there was about 8 miles of traffic, and it was just ridiculous. I didn't get here till, I think it was about 12 o'clock, 12:30. So that's because I had a 330 odd mile journey to get here. So it was hard pressed to get here any earlier, and also stopped off to visit one of the Indian dealers on the way in Wigan. And here's the left here. See, and there's another spot. It just unfolds itself and it shows itself. Quite beautiful. I normally take photos here, but I was here yesterday taking photos, so I won't stop today. We're going to head through the town now, and you'll see it'll look like nothing, and the next thing you just come into this amazing valley, and that's Kirkstone Pass itself. So the early parts of it, you know, you're not really sure what's going to be approaching, and then suddenly you get whacked in the face with some beauty, and it just gets better and better. Once you get to the top of the pass, and then you cross down the other side, you get treated with some amazing views. You can see the mountains in the front there. You know, it's just a taste of what's to come, and that's actually gorgeous in the clouds there. So this is the unofficial start, I believe, of Kirkstone Pass. So it's this little alley that takes you to the back of the town and puts you on this road. You'll see it just sort of unfolds. And again, this is sort of one of those nothing areas. You can't see much. And then it just keeps revealing more and more. It's quite undulating. And again, there's lots of walkers on here. Quite a lot of traffic. You know, I can think of a lot of things I'd rather be doing than walking up this. But each to their own. So I think we're coming up to the first bit where it'll start getting really beautiful. Normally when I record this route, I pretty much start over here on this corner. But I want to take you guys through on a bit more of a virtual tour on this one. There we go. So you can see how beautiful this becomes. Gorgeous. There's so much traffic to deal with here. I'm going to need to get past this guy. That's better. Otherwise you're just going to see blue for the rest of the day. The nice thing about this chieftain, he's got so much torque. I'm up here in 4th gear at the moment, and I'm not sure if you can see that how steep everything is because the GoPro tends to flatten things out. But take my word for it, it's steep in places. This is flattening out a bit now, but you will see on the left and right it's just surrounded by mountains. When you get sort of to the bottom of this dip, it's this sheer vertical. Gorgeous. Lots of sheep. Stunning. Ooh, animal. They're quite predictable as well. They'll just start running. So in the distance, on the top of that hill there, you can see a little building. And that's Kirkstone Pass Inn. Normally where I have a little stop, take some photos, have a little drink. Soft drink, of course. Just stunning. You know, as much as this is all beautiful, I don't think it would be anywhere near as beautiful to me if I was here on 4 wheels. The fact that I'm here on 2 wheels just makes everything so much better. Just amazing. Can't be beaten. Now this here is sort of a little halfway hill, but it's really, really sharp corners. Typically when you hit this bend coming up here now, you'll scrape, especially on my bike. I managed to get away with that. And this is all the way a climb now. Yeah, if I'm going to walk this, I'll be walking downhill. So I'm just going to stop and show you guys a little bit what it looks like heading back before I continue. I'll just try and show you guys. Ooh. Yeah, so that's the beginning. So we're about halfway with the most spectacular part as I see it coming. So that was a bit of bad timing. Now I'm behind these cars. I'll just go slow for a little while. People actually camping out here. Now for me, this is just stunning. This is pretty much what the whole of Scotland is like in certain areas. Particularly down Glencoe and Fort William way. You get treated with some stunning views. This road carves all the way through the mountain pass, out the other side, and is then surrounded by lakes. So it's just spectacular. It's really hard sometimes when you go through places like this, because you actually run out of superlatives, really. You can only say stunning or spectacular or awesome or great so many times. I felt so often that what happens is you almost get sensory overload, where the beauty actually becomes boring. Not that it does, but it's the case of, oh, that's awesome. Oh, there's another awesome. There's another awesome. And before you know it, it's just like, well, okay, you know, I'm going to stop looking now. So today I'm going to head up to Penrith and then hit the right and go down to the Yorkshire Dales, which I believe are stunning. So hopefully I'll be able to bring you guys some more great footage. But this is what it's all about, really. certainly, for me, amongst the most beautiful rides I've ever done. If you're going to talk about world's greatest motorcycle rides, then I definitely think this is up there. For me, Scotland is probably the most beautiful. Now, I've ridden in many places across the world, and they're all different and they all have something special. But nothing for me beats the sheer beauty of Scotland. Now, unfortunately, we can't ride in Scotland at the moment because of the pandemic, because the borders are closed to us. So otherwise, I would normally from here I would head up to Scotland, but this will do. Now this next section is quite spectacular. Once we turn the bend in the front there, it just sort of, oh, that's beautiful as well, another little stream. Yeah, so when you go through this valley, you just head down, sort of, you look down the side of the mountain range, and it's just really awesome. Again, it hides itself and then reveals itself. It's just stunning. So I think I've got another 20 miles to get to Penrith before I turn back. So it's not a long ride, but 800 miles I think in 2 days. So that's okay, it's not too bad. I'll probably get home tonight at about 7 o'clock, so it's 11 hours of riding. Gorgeous. I suppose the one thing with beauty is that it attracts other people, or a lot of people, and one thing that really ruins this a bit is just how many people flock to it. Honestly, yesterday when I was coming in, there was 8 miles of traffic to get into the area. It was about 5 miles on the motorway and 3 miles on the road. Just crazy. one of the things to watch out for if you ever come up this way is standing water or slowly flowing water. You'll see all the way along the edges here you've got water, and then it crosses the road as well. Particularly in Scotland, it's much worse. So on a great day like today, you'll be flying along thinking, hey, everything is awesome, and you know, you're going along, and the next thing you know, you could be sitting on your ass because it's really slippery. So if you ever come around here, always approach these areas with a measure of caution, because it's permanently wet. There's obviously groundwater flowing, some kind of spring or whatever, and then in Scotland it's always bloody raining, so there's always water flowing. I'm pretty sure that if it doesn't rain for a couple of days, they call a drought in Scotland. You know, I've been up there. Oh, that's gorgeous, absolutely stunning. I think it calls for a photo.
If you like this video, be sure to like and subscribe. Thank you for watching, and see you soon. And there you have it. I hope you liked my virtual tour of Kirkstone Pass.